Hi guys, Thiru Nagappan here, founder of Master the Markets and Elite Conference and Break the Time Money Link. Have you ever wondered what actually stops people from living their life vision and their life purpose? You see, I actually relate it to the three S's. Now, what do the S's stand for? So the first S is what we call the strategy. So you see, if you do not have a strategy of how you're going to get there, well, you're never going to get there. And that sometimes stops you from actually achieving your dreams, your life vision. So the strategy sometimes stops people actually from moving forward. Now, the strategy is something that people need to contemplate about, which is what I'll be coming about to later on. The second one is what we call the story. The story is basically of all the old stories and all old reference points that you have from the past, which actually stops people from getting to where they want to get to. For example, stories like I'm not that good enough, I don't have the skills, I don't have enough cash. So all those stories of old reference points. The third one is what we call the state of the mind. How's the state of your mind when you wake up in the morning? What's the state of your mind in the afternoon? How's the state of the mind in the evening? Is it always at peak performance state, or is it always at a low level, or does it fluctuate between high to medium to low? So these three S's is what usually stops people from getting to where they want to get to. So one, the strategy. So maybe they don't have a clear strategy, or they probably don't even have one, or maybe they don't even know what their end goal is. So the second thing is the story, is all the old reference points, all the past reference points of past experiences holding them back, all the old stories that they have and limitations. And the final one is the state level of the mind. So now, how do we overcome this to get us to where we want to get to? Now, that relates to the other three S's. And the other three S's actually, surprisingly enough, they're not actually said in English, they're actually in Sanskrit. So let me actually explain that to you guys. So the first one is what is called satsang, okay, the three S's. So one is called the satsang, and satsang basically means company of the truth, so company of really like-minded people. And this company of like-minded people actually, where we can discuss together to overcome a problem and to come up with a solution, can actually propel you to where you want to get to much more faster. So for example, the first problem that people have to get to where they want to get to is actually the strategy. So now if you complement satsang together, so you call up a person, you call up a friend, or you call up a team of guys that you're working together, and you tell them that, guys, I actually don't have the right strategy. Have you guys come across this problem before, and do you know how to solve it? And then there you go again, and then people might have the solution because they've experienced it before. You can put it on Facebook, somebody might reply. So you see, the satsang can actually complement to overcome the strategy that you may not have, or to improvise the strategy that you currently have to propel you much more faster to where you want to get to. The second one is what we call seva, right? So seva is basically selfless service. Now, selfless service is critical to where you want to get to at the fastest amount of time, because it really, really elevates the state of your mind. Now, let me explain, okay? Which is the second, is complements the other S of where the problems are to stop you from where you want to get to. So you see, seva, selfless service, is when you do not think about the outcome of the action. So when you do not think about the outcome of the action, your mind is not agitated because it's not having any expectations, and most importantly, it's not having any false expectations where actually fear arises from. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection. So when you act from a selfless service point, what is the best thing that I can do that my clients, my business, or my peers can get the best out of it? So you don't think about it yourself, you think about them first, and you know what, naturally everything just flows. So that is the second S, to complement the state of the mind, to always keep it at the present moment where the elevation of the state of the level is really high, okay, peak performance state. Now the third S is what we call sadhana. Now sadhana is basically what we call as a routine that you do every day. In fact, the biggest billionaires in the world, they have a specific routine that they do every single day, which actually keeps them at the top. For example, Walt Disney and so many other billionaire leaders, they actually wake up at 4 a.m. and they do 5 essential things actually before 8 a.m. and one of them being meditation, which is also a sadhana, which is like a routine. And another thing being, writing all your tasks even the day before, so your subconscious mind is already working on them even before you wake up. So things like that and exercise. And exercise is very critical, you see. So have like that. So 5 things that you do in the morning, or routine every day that you're doing to improve your mind, the state of mind, and also to eliminate the stories, the old stories that you have. And satsang, actually, the group of the people that you're with, actually can really, really overcome the past stories that you may have that is stopping you from where you want to get to. So remember the 3 S's that really stops you: the strategy, story, and state. And it's the 3 S's again that can actually propel you further, and even complement that, and to actually improve these 3 S's of strategy, story, and state is the 3 S's in Sanskrit, which is satsang, seva, sadhana. Okay, so I hope that helps you in going forward and propelling forward. I'll be talking more about this actually in the upcoming event, which is Make It Happen, Live Your Vision, at the 4-hour work week event, and you can find it in the link beneath this video. Till next time, live life fully with love, service, and contribution.